Older women of Reddit, what's your best hygiene tip for younger women? Before we start with the first story, please hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated with us. Story 1. Take care of your teeth. I really wish I had accepted this before I was 25. My teeth genetics are terrible. I also didn't take very good care of them, so I always believed they were lost causes, and I'd get cavities. No matter what. Don't get me wrong, I brushed twice a day and got biannual cleanings, but almost never flossed. Finally, I decided I'd prove the hygienist who lectured me about flossing wrong by doing it every night between cleanings, and proving I'd still get cavities. Well, joke's on me because I haven't had a cavity since. Story 2. If you have dandruff that won't go away, see a dermatologist. I spent so long and so much money buying products, etc. Saw my dermatologist and was told it was seborrheic dandruff. Got prescription shampoo and it was gone in one day. After years of embarrassing and itchy skin, I will never wait that long again. Go see your doctor. Guy here with dandruff since early middle school. Talked to my doctor, he gave me medicinal shampoo. It worked, but I had to continue using it. Went to get a haircut a few months back and the hairstylist looked at my scalp and said, "Wow, you have eczema on your scalp. I recommend tea tree oil shampoo and conditioner. I have the same thing in the same spots." Went and bought tea tree shampoo and conditioner at Ulta. I haven't had to wash my hair for like 2.5 weeks. It's not oily, it's not dry, the frizz is all gone, no itchiness, no flakes. I don't know what magic is in it, but if doctors are good, I'd also recommend a reputable hairstylist as well, as long as they aren't just pushing their salon's own product. Story 3. I'm not old, but one thing my grandma taught me, my mom taught me, is if you have blood stains in clothes, soak in cold water, preferably before the blood dries, put on dishwasher soap, and put the washing machine on while it's cold. I once got my period at the start of a 2-hour science exam. I was 13, or I couldn't leave the room, so I just bled through my pants for 2 hours. My jeans were a mess, but my mom got them completely clean again. The school chair had a stain. I'm so sorry. When I was finished with the test, I got up and was so scared to look behind MME. I hope nobody sat there after MME. I'm so sorry. I aced that test, by the way. Story 4. Always use SPF on your face and neck. Sun damage ages you quicker. I met a girl once who simply adored the sun, and even had it in her FB profile about how she loves tanning in the sun. I mentioned to her that while she's young now, 23, if she keeps tanning, she's going to age fast. She shrugged it off and dismissed my warnings as just a weird thing to tell her, especially since she loved tanning every 2 weeks. I was 10 years older than her at the time. By the time she hit my age, she looked older than me by 8 years. I never brought it up again, but she had to feel like a dunce when she realized how much younger I looked. I'm in my late 40s now, but still look at most 28. Eating healthy, exercising, not drinking, and staying out of the sun while wearing SPF daily as my face cream is my secret. Story 5. If you wax your upper lip, do it when you know you will be at least 12 hours away from the sun. And when you do, put extra sunscreen on your upper lip. It will prevent hyperpigmentation. Not exactly the same, but sorta, if you get laser treatment to remove hair from unwanted places. Do not take sun or get exposed to the sun up to 4 weeks before, or some weeks after either. Creates burns if after, and imprecise laser application if before. So do that during the winter if you feel like it. Alternatively, if you know you'll be going out in the sun, get your upper lip threaded instead. It does hurt more than waxing because it takes longer, but it doesn't make my skin all red for a day after. I used to get my eyebrows and upper lip threaded, and the parts near my nose always made me tear up, but I'd still take it over waxing, LOL. Story 6. Don't believe your doctors until they believe you. Insist you get the right examinations and treatments. If your doctor won't listen to you, change doctors. Yes, I suffered for a long time in my 20s because a doctor suggested my physical problems were a manifestation of anxiety. Didn't sound right to me, but I started to believe them because no one could figure out the physical problem. Thankfully, my mom stepped in to help guide me through that nightmare and fire that doctor. In my 30s, I had a similar physical problem occur, and the very first time my doctor told me she thought I was just a little anxious. I left her office and immediately made an appointment with a different doctor, never bothered to see or speak to that one again. I'm a big advocate of firing your doctor now, LOL. You don't have to put up with someone who doesn't listen to you. Story 7. IDK if I'm older, 34, but I do have some good advice to pass on from other women. Use white vinegar in your laundry instead of fabric softener. I still use fabric softener on my sheets as it's water repellent. It removes odors, softens fabric, and removes calcium, chalk. IDK, what it's called in English. Hard water residues, haha. Check if you have hard water in your shower faucets and get a filter. It can be the cause of acne in some people. Use washcloths. Wash your feet. No, the running water doesn't clean your feet. Baby powder, if you get DO burn, keep dry. Alcohol wipes removes bad odors underarms too. No, it doesn't absorb into your skin, it evaporates too quickly. Stop being mean to yourself. You're brainwashing yourself to believe it. Be good to you. Celebrate everything you've achieved. Life's too short. Story 8. Don't overdo it. Sometimes water, soap, and medical shampoo is enough. Clean your makeup off your face even if you are too tired. Oil or makeup removal pads can be stored beside your bed too. See your OBGYN once a year when something doesn't look or smell good. Go to your OBGYN. And wash your hands regularly. You can get moisture because we often touch our faces including mouth and eyes without thinking. It will go a long way to help with your routine for acne and blackheads. Edit. My daughter has a friend with a lovely cat. She spends a lot for skincare and has mild acne. I see her petting her cat and will mindlessly touch her face. It's just a thing we do without thinking sometimes. Story 9. Always moisturize, even if your skin isn't dry. Trust me, your future self will thank you. And not just your face, your whole body. The best advice an older woman gave me, that she said was the best advice an older woman gave her. Every day, after you bathe, but if you don't bathe every day, still do this. Cover your whole body in lotion. I use cocoa butter. My skin is so soft. No more patches of itchy dry skin. No more dry skin on my legs. When people touch me, they say, "Wow, oh my God, you're so soft." It makes me feel so much cleaner and smell so much better. Story 10. Look after your feet. Stretch your arches first thing before getting out of bed. When in a sitting position off the side of the bed, cross one ankle over the other thigh and use your hands to stretch your toes away from your heel for at least 30 seconds each foot. I like to do it twice on each foot if I can. I read a study about how this helps with plantar fasciitis, and it has personally helped me a lot, along with 2 other friends who also tried and benefited. I spent my whole life sitting cross-legged and leaning elbows on my knees and pushing them into my feet. I would sit like this even at my desk job, but during COVID I was moving a lot less and sitting this way hours on end. At first I thought I was just stiff, but within the year a lack of activity and poor posture caused serious damage. My doctor hesitates to come out and say I gave myself arthritis, but that is exactly what he is treating me for. Get up and move around and give your feet some love. Story 11. Invest in a handheld shower head and know how to swap it out for the standard shower head. And change your pillowcase regularly. Hated showers as a kid, but I switched out the shower head in my late 20s after getting too annoyed with having to duck down under it or accidentally smack my head on it when standing up. It results in the water nozzle being mounted higher in the air than the original shower head, so now I only smack my head on it if I've a day off to lie in bed and let my spine fully decompress. It only cost me like $30 for a cheap one and didn't require anything more than Teflon tape and a strap wrench to install, something anyone could do after looking up a YouTube video or 2. The best thing is that you don't have to twist around to rinse, and you can always just put water wherever you want it. If I've had a long and hot work day that makes me feel tightened up around the core, I can kick it up to the hot end and run the shower head around my ribs, where it loosens up all the rib meat and makes breathing feel less constricted. Story 12. I had 2 styles lanced as a teenager, a couple of weeks apart. I missed a few weeks of school in grade 12 because my eye was too sore to open before getting it lanced. Both times involved getting a shot of local anesthetic in my eyelid, which was as awful as it sounds. I believe that not being able to properly remove a waterproof mascara is what led to the infection. I think the second one was because the bacteria from the first eye got into another lash follicle. I was on antibiotics after the second one, but I don't remember if I was for the first, but I'm pretty sure it all started with makeup. I have 2 tiny 1mm scars on my eyelid waterline, and a mostly unnoticeable gap in my lashes. It's been 20 years, but I keep baby shampoo in the bathroom, so if I ever get a bump on my waterline, I just shampoo my eye. Not pleasant, but nothing is worse than that needle. Anytime I got too drunk in my 20 seconds and fell asleep with makeup on, I'd wake up and panic that it would happen again. The pimples are bad enough. The styles were straight up traumatic. I nearly vomited from panic when the second one started forming when I realized I might have to get it lanced again. Story 13. Always carry baby wipes in your purse. You never know when you'll need to freshen up on the go. An even better option is a small spray bottle of witch hazel. Baby wipes always left a residue that my partner could smell and taste, which was gross. Witch hazel leaves no scent, is safe for out or down there use, can even be applied directly to your anus, lol. Deodorizes, leaves no taste as long as you wipe it off with toilet paper or whatever. Plus is awesome to have for a quick hand cleanser, or to cleanse anything really if you come into contact with something while you're out in the world. Edit. You want natural witch hazel. Do not recommend the ones with alcohol added. Witch hazel is extracted with alcohol, so even natural or pure witch hazel will have some remnants of alcohol. But it's much softer than the ones with added alcohol. Story 14. Moisturize. Especially if you break out and think you have oily skin. 9 times out of 10, your skin is oily because it's dry and it's trying to hydrate itself. So if you start moisturizing, believe it or not, your skin will get less oily and break out less. If the overproduction of oil is what's causing your breakouts. I had terrible skin, was on prescription acne meds for years. Then, around 30, I started a workout routine where I found myself showering and getting ready for work in the morning at the gym. I packed facial moisturizer and used it every day. Blammo. Face cleared up. People stand next to me in the grocery store and marvel out loud at how beautiful my skin is. I laugh, cause in high school, they called me pizza face. I am 51 years old and look like I'm in my mid-30 feets. It's wild how much my skin changed when I figured out it was oily cause I needed to moisturize. Story 15. Move. Your bones will start losing calcium before menopause. Stress and anti-inflammatory medications will increase the loss. Therefore, see a rheumatologist before reaching 40. Take care of your back and your eyes. Get checked yearly. Avoid tanning, it ages the skin super fast even with good genes, and skin cancer is on the rise. Reduce sugar, it's a liver killer, and your liver is your best friend. Safe sex. Girl or guy, certainly don't trust good looks and unbacked promises. Honest people don't mind proving they are, only scammers make a fuss about it. And don't forget to clean your belly button and between your toes. You don't want to get nail fungus, nor belly button infection. Came here to say move around. Weak core muscles mean more backaches. Weak quads mean more knee problems. Lifting weights will not make you bulk up, but it will stave off osteoporosis, old lady pains, and does some cool stuff for your mental health. Alright folks, that's a wrap. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also share your or those in the comment below.